Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Mets. Interleague baseball next. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping in, Kiki Bones, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Baltimore, the left fielder, Kiki Bones.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too low, 1-0.
First pitch.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Now the 1-0. Strike taken up in the zone. And a great day for baseball here. 81 degrees at first pitch. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Standing in now, Rusty Red. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
And that's the second out.
Rico.
Stepping into the box, Rico Black. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Now the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Marisnick on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Big Daddy Kelly will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
At the plate, Jake Marisnick. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. High and deep to right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 6.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First offering on its way. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
So here's Pete Alonso. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Next up from New York, Robinson Cano. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Alonso is off of first with 2 away. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets leave 1. We are still scoreless. Now at the plate, J.J. Watts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The third baseman, J.J. Watts.
Pitch on the way. Popped into the air, back behind second. And there to take this one in is Cano for the first out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Bubba Ali.
Now in the box, Bubba Ali. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a ball 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. There's a drive out toward left center field. He takes the turn and heads for second, but that'll hit off the wall in left center, and he'll pull into second with one away.
That is six. The first baseman, Antonio.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Into the box, Antonio Hack drilled on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are two away.
That is seven. The second baseman, Jordy Mack.
Coming to the plate now, Shorty Mack. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And it's fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Rosario has got it, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. J.D. Davis, the next to bat.
Leading up for the bat, the left fielder, J.D. Davis.
First offering on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Dominic Smith, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Good curveball. Strike two.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. Ramos absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. In now, Coco Brown. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Coco Brown.
Now the pitch.
Hey! 0-1 the count.
The 0-1 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Cano with it at second. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now, this is not an easy play where you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box, Big Daddy Kelly. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that ball.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now back, left fielder, Kiki Bones.
Ready now, Kiki Bones, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Bones, a 5'8" switch hitter. This is his first year at the big league level. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Marisnick is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Home half of the third coming up, no score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. Heading out towards shallow right. Brown has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Jacob.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob deGrom. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting, center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Into the box now, Jake Marisnick. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Marisnick, playing here in his age 29 season. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
High chopper to third. He's got to hurry. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. Stepping in, Rusty Red. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
The windup and the 0-1. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be no problem over at third, and there's the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And boy, which of those two numbers leap out at you there? How about the 100? My goodness. Digging in, Rico Black. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And he'll step out for a 3rd time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. Drives it out to deep right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, J.J. Watts.
So digging in now, J.J. Watts. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll step out and ask for time. Maybe trying to get this pitcher out of the rhythm he's in right now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Here's the 0-2. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Bubba Ali, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Runner goes. Strike taken, the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Bottom of the inning now. Coming to the plate now, Jeff McNeil. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Alonso, a 25-year-old. He was taken in the second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy.
This is line to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First delivery to him on the way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. To third, reined in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3 through 4, still tied, 0-0. Ready now for Baltimore, Bubba Ali, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. And now time granted here as they'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. 0-2 count and the pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Here it comes. And he struck him out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer at that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
At the plate now, Antonio Hack. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now back, the second baseman, Shorty Mack.
Digging in to try it again, Shorty Mack. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's out.
You got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Popped up. McNeil over to his left, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Halfway home, still no score. At the plate, J.D. Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The left fielder, J.D. Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith. Fouled off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And now a pitch on the way. Behind 0-2 now. Smith is a first baseman, of course, but he can also be found in the outfield, as is the case in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he got him. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First offering on its way.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Ramos with a swing and a deep drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. But he'll be in there with a double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in now, Ahmed Rosario. Liner towards second, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that dial, or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Now at the plate, Coco Brown.
The right fielder, Coco
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Davis is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles, the pitcher, Big Daddy Kelly.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Big Daddy Kelly. First pitch coming, here it is. Pitch is popped up, and he'll put this away for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Kiki Bones.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Kiki Bones, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Ready with the first pitch, here it comes. Lifted in the air out to center field. After it is Marisnick. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. Still no score. Stepping into the box, Jacob deGrom. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Jacob deGrom.
Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jake Marisnick. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard ground ball to third. He's right there. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready once again, Jeff McNeil. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Settling in now, Rusty Red. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Marisnick is after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Into the box, Rico Flack, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. guy out on the mound.
And late reactions, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Smith is there, 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman, J.J. Watt.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.J. Watts. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
And the runner back. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. At the plate, Bubba Ali, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Has a look, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Throw won't get him.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over the first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync, and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
Pickoff move to second, and a dive, but he's back in there. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Orioles lead 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now batting, Pete Alonso will be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Hanging curveball taken, though, for a second strike.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. And there's a base hit on the line.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Swung on and missed. That strike two.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets strand one. We are still scoreless. Stepping up to the plate, Antonio Hack, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody put something together to try to score a run.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Back up the middle. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. So now to the plate, Shorty Mack. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. It's gone. They've taken the lead in the 8th. So a 2-run shot to left center as they've taken a 2-run lead.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Gave him 7 pretty good innings here, but he'll head to the dugout in line for a loss. Justin Wilson is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
For the New York Mets, number 38, Justin Wilson. Now batting, the right fielder.
Standing in now, Coco Brown. He swings and grounds it to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Up next for the Orioles, the pitcher, Big Daddy Kelly.
Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back in standing. Into the box, Big Daddy Kelly, and they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow! Standing in, Kiki Bones. Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First delivery to him on the way. Wilson is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The 1-2. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Runner goes for third. Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
At the plate, Rusty Red as he lifts it in the air to right field. Smith is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Orioles strike for 2 thanks to the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 2-0 Baltimore. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He doubled his last time through.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Calvin Kelly enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, and this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
To the plate now, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on and hit deep to left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what the Mets have remaining to choose from. Eduardo Nunez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. Pickoff play at second, and he'll dive back in. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Soft liner to the left side. Throw gets him 2 down. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far, as on cue we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and up next the center fielder Jake Marisnick. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Called strike 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
2 out here and a runner at second. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Struck him out. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Brad Brach enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So stepping in, Rico Black will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much.
At the plate now, J.J. Watts.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Cookie James will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. Step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Nothing in the Baltimore 9th. Last chance coming up for the Mets. They trail 2-0. Cookie James will remain in the game in the 8th spot and take over at catcher.
Number 99, Cookie James.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Ready for another chance? Pete Alonso. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
This pitch is popped up. Mack shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, The second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here's Robbie Cano now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, you don't always want your closer to have to go 2 innings on a regular basis, but in this game, it was necessary for this one, and he had just enough to get the job done.
A 2-0 finish today. Baltimore came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Big Daddy Kelly pitches well enough to get the W. Jacob deGrom pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors.